I'm gonna switch to 1.9 PvP in the next video, I swear to god. I'm gonna switch to 1.9 PvP. 1.9 PvP. I never lie. Welcome everybody to 1.9 PvP this time. Now I don't have a storyline to follow, so it's gonna be much easier. You know, I love these videos where I don't actually have to follow a storyline because it makes them so much easier, to be honest. I'm terrible at telling stories. I mean, when you're editing videos like that where they tell a storyline, I just have to pause and think every second, what am I gonna say? Because I can't properly follow a storyline, but now I can improvise and just say anything that comes to mind, and that's how you're supposed to do it. Alright, today I'm proving to myself that I'm good at every PvP version. So if you're new to the channel, I'm not this egotistical. Dear god, he's lunar too. I mean, half of the people on the server have lunar, but also this swift sneak does nothing. I just put it here practically for decoration. It's terrible. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. I am beating a complete pro. This guy's a pro. You a pro? Respond, please. I need the views. Comboed. No, my combo. The lower my combo goes, the lower the viewer retention goes. Right here, I had no idea, but I was about to meet my match. And because I am concentrated and don't talk in this battle, I am gonna do an in-depth analysis. So, right here, as you can see, we both start moving in different directions, trying to avoid each other. I sprung into battle first, and he retaliates. Right here, I seem to be in a good position, but I made a giant blunder by missing a few shots, and he gets to combo on me. This is not good, and I already know I'm doomed. The next round comes. We both run up to each other. He does a cool 360, and I go right in for the launch. Because I was apparently mad at his 360, I'm winning and hitting all the shots. Now even if he starts comboing me right here, he's already lost. I missed a shot and he missed a shot. I hit a few hits and go behind him. I am currently winning, but then I made a giant blunder. Right here, I missed a shot, giving him the high advantage while I was already low on HP. Dang it, so close! Now right here you can see me executing a flawless and genius strategy called avoiding the problem. I just wait for him to join another game so I can actually duel someone my side. Right, he's gone. That's my type of strike. Anyway, my YouTube strategy right now is just kind of to upload like for 2 years until something happens, because, you know, every YouTuber's starting off videos are gonna be bad. Now, I'm not guaranteeing famousness. You obviously need to have a backup plan. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but my GPA is actually like pretty good, so it should be fine. I mean, I don't find school like really hard. The only part I actually find hard is like waking up, because like, yeah, I have like 10 alarms, not because I wouldn't wake up without them. Well, possibly, I'll get to that later, but because when the first alarm strikes, I want it to be like the first blow to waking me up. So instead of waking up at just 7 AM for the first time and being in shock and immediately having to get up and get dressed and stuff, I have like the first one at like 6, so it rings and I can go to bed again for the next 20 minutes, and then there's another one at 6:20 and 6:40 and etc. So when I actually wake up at like 7 AM, it's not that much of a shock, and it's kind of just like a reminder. So instead of going completely from a REM sleep to going to school, I can just kind of wake up at 6 and go to bed immediately, so it's not that horrible. Alright, this guy has lunar. and a left arm. You know, this is my point that always stands. Left armors, they seem intimidating, they're just not that good at all. They're just trolling. But what happened to me like 4 days ago is that I set like 10 alarms, like always, and I somehow just slept through all of them. I don't know if I just instinctively turned them off or something, but I didn't wake up, and I woke up at like 7:09, which is way too late for me because I always procrastinate and I just leave it to the last second completely. So I have to speed when I wake up and get dressed and stuff, so I can actually make it to school on time. But if it wasn't for my mom, she was like, "Hey, you waking up?" Which I wasn't, I just would have not made it to school. Alright, I'm gonna switch up the kids, this kid's getting boring. You know, the best strategy to win on this server is because it's filled with complete sweats. You just have to make a non-sweaty kitten that kind of repels them. So, build battle it is. I need to set a map actually. Now in the first build battle game we kinda just argued about numbers and letters. He was obviously wrong, but it was really boring, so I'm just not gonna show it. So by this time in the game, I had created a plan. Basically, I would challenge people to a build battle, and we would both build a house. Now, I would completely rush the exterior of that house, and in the inside, I would build a small tunnel that leads into the underground. Now, for this plan to work, you couldn't have a pickaxe, so I would have to do that all manually, just mining through stone manually. It took me like 5 hours. Basically, this is the plan. I built a tunnel into the underground, as you can see here, and there I'm gonna put a rare melon specimen, as I'm gonna introduce it. However, when he's there admiring the specimen, I am gonna block the path of obsidian, so he can look at that specimen forever. It's a flawless plan, and he's gonna be trapped there until he surrenders. Anyway, this is about how the plan went. I asked him for a tour. Now, obviously I had to completely admire his build and compliment everything he did, and turns out he had very similar ideas to mine, including lemon fanaticism, or whatever you call it. You see, I said, "Wow," and he was like, "Oh my god, corrupted dog, I love you, thank you, subscribe to it, subscribe everyone." I complimented him again, saying magnificent. He said, "Oh my god, yes, subscribe. It's called I Love Corrupted Dog Room." Alright, this is awkward, I'm just gonna skip to my tour. Now, you see, because of my psychological warfare, he completely trusted me. I complimented him, so he had all his trust in me right now. This was exactly what I wanted, but he had no idea. And then I revealed the secret tunnel leading underground. He immediately went in because I'm such a trustworthy person. And right there and there, I introduced the rare specimen of melon, the Siberian lemon. I pushed him in there and blocked the path with obsidian while he was writing something. Now, I immediately realized my trap was ineffective and he was gonna come up soon. So I built a throne and a melon table. Saw him emerge from the ground like a dead corpse, blinded by my kindness. Then I started telling a story of rare melonry and told him to take a seat. Alright, I'm getting tired of this slow commentary, I have too much energy for this. Basically, I just told him to sit down, told him I'm rich with melonry, I'm a billionaire or something, and that he can get my riches. So I gave him the melons, and it was like his inheritance or something, and yeah, that's how it went. Then I had a second build battle game. Now, don't worry, because this game is actually the pinnacle of all cinema. Basically, what happened is that after we built our houses, he immediately started griefing me when I didn't have it on time. So basically, we started fighting, and eventually, he trapped himself with me in this little box. If I tried to escape, he would just block the path. Now, eventually, my plan just became dig straight into the Earth's core. Now, as the temperature would be higher, he would die while I would stay fire resistant because dogs don't sweat. However, eventually... Yes! Yeah! Yes! Oh my god! What was that RNG for such a horribly dedicated guy? Oh my god. Why? Why did I do that? Why didn't I just leave? Actually, no, it was all worth it. I would have done it 10 times over again for free. Alright, now I didn't really mention this, but this whole battle took like 1 hour of just straight mining down in stone while he was hitting me and eating apples, so yes, indeed it was hard mentally. But the moral of the story is, never challenge me, children. I am too stubborn. Subscribe.